Hi everybody, welcome back to A Glittery Life. I'm back with Nicole Wittman, celebrity makeup artist here in Los Angeles. Hopefully you watched the first video that Nicole did with me on the channel on highlighting and contouring. You can see that my face is highlighted and contoured. It's prepped, it's ready to go, and this next segment is all about blush. How to wear it, where to wear it, how to put it on, what to use to put it on, all that good stuff. And yes, I am so excited that we have a pro like Nicole to teach you guys and to teach me some new blush tricks. So stay tuned and keep watching for that.
I'm excited to be here
I know,
again.
It's so fun. Okay, Nicole, tell us, what is your best blush tip?
Okay, so I have a couple of blush tips. One, I'm going to start with where we're going to place the blush.
Perfect.
And the fact that you want to have powdered, after you've highlighted and contoured and done all of your base makeup, however that may be, you probably want to set it with like a translucent powder.
Okay.
So we're going to make sure that however your foundation or highlighting and contouring is done, you still want to set it all with powder. Even though you may have placed like a powder bronzer on, you want to really create this barrier so that your products go on nice and smooth. I'm using the Laura Mercier setting powder.
And we love Laura Mercier. Tinted moisturizer is my favorite.
And their Secret Camouflage is pretty good.
I've never used Secret Camouflage, but I love her black cake liner.
Yes, I actually have that too for lining.
That's my tight lining. That's my tight lining obsession.
That's a different segment here.
I need to bust that out. I haven't used that in a while. You guys, I gotta get that out for you.
I'm gonna show you a good trick on how to apply tight liner too.
Yes.
Okay, so powdering the face, just a light. You don't need to get crazy and make it cakey. And this is actually a really light setting powder. The reason I'm not using like a actual powder is because it's going to give color and I don't want to diffuse any of the stuff I've already done. So I'm going to use the NARS Multiple in Nepali. Right?
Yep, from the brand new Spring 2014 line.
Yes. I'm obsessed with these and they have a bunch. I
am too. I have a multiple in my purse 365 days out of the year.
I love it, except for leap year. That's the only time you're missing a multiple.
But I think I can fix any face in about 5 minutes with a multiple.
Yes, and a trick too, coming from a makeup artist myself, I love doing this on the cheek, the eye, and the lip, so it gives you kind of like a cohesive look without spending a lot of time doing it.
Yep.
So, and the application, super simple. I'm just gonna literally place it on the apple. How you find the apple of your own cheek, because everyone's face is different, is you actually want to put 2 fingers right next to the nose. And that's going to give you where your apple's going to start and where you want to start applying color.
That's a great trick.
Yeah, you don't want to get too close to the nose because then it just looks like you're sunburnt or you're hot. So I'm using a Bellum brush. You can use whatever you want to kind of diffuse.
But you're using a synthetic brush for the multiple, which I think is great to say.
Yes, I am using a synthetic brush, which you can use synthetic for wet products. They tend to glide on a little bit better that way and smooth out.
Mm-hmm. And I love synthetic for cream products.
Me too. The other thing that's great is you could take your finger and completely blend this out. Mm-hmm. I have brushes, so I'm going to use them. I feel like these are my extra set of hands.
Gosh, I love that. I think it's so pretty. Oh
and on its own, I'm just going to layer just a touch more. And then depending on your face, you just want to lightly pull it back. Some people like to do like a little hook motion, but I just like to really just buff it back towards the hairline. Don't get crazy. Gone are the days where we're doing blush like this anymore. We're definitely starting here on the apples and pulling back. We don't want to look like our grandma's blush. Do you want to show him how that looks by itself?
Yeah. Okay, so you can just see that that is just the NARS Multiple in Nepali by itself, and it's so beautiful. It's a really natural skin, like sun-kissed, like beautiful pink, and it's a more of that rose gold pink too, which I really like.
Yes, and it's gonna look great on the eye too. So especially with your blue eyes, it's really gonna pull it out. So again, 2 fingers away, that's where we start putting our blush. And you'll have your contour to follow if you've contoured. If you don't want to, you know, contour, don't, but you'll have your contour to follow to kind of keep you in line as well.
Don't get it twisted, Nicole, it's 2014. Everybody should be contouring.
That's true, you're right. If you're not going out with a beat contoured face, you shouldn't be going out.
I mean, seriously, contouring is so easy.
Yeah, we made it simple.
Yeah, we made it really simple. It's not the crazy sculpting that it used to be. You know, I mean, obviously, I think the Kim Kardashian contouring is not that as simple. Like they're doing so much on her. But for the most part, what you just showed in the last video is really simple. Anybody can be doing that.
Absolutely. And it's not going to look crazy. Kim Kardashian in person looks crazy with all that makeup on.
Right, because her makeup is for print, it's for film, it's for TV, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And you know what, honestly, there are so many contouring products out there that they don't have to have the ones that you talked about. There are a million great contouring products out there.
Yes, there are. And you can actually use like foundation sticks that are 2 shades. Tom Ford has really great foundation sticks that you can do it with, or Bobbi Brown has good foundation sticks.
Well, and they see that I use the Urban Decay concealer stick in M16 all the time to contour. Absolutely. I use the MAC Paint Pot in Groundwork to contour.
Sometimes you just gotta find what's good for you.
Sometimes I just use, if I'm in a hurry, I'll just contour with Laguna.
Yeah, just one simple step. Alright, so now on both cheeks she has that, and then again, I know it sounds redundant, but we're gonna set. The reason we set between each stage is to keep from skipping, and also wearability, because I'm gonna put a powder over top of this. So if you've ever put a powder over like a cream, it's gonna skip unless you have your setting powder down. So just... And I also like to use powder over top, because then it kind of makes your blush look like it's coming from within your skin, so it's your natural rose instead of like, oh hi, I have blush on for days. So now you guys can kind of see that that looks a little bit more her natural skin tone as it does. She has a lot of blush on.
I'm not gonna lie, I like to look like I've got a lot of blush on.
We can layer for days.
I'm so crazy with blush. I don't know why. I'm sure that there are days that I leave the house that people are like, you need to blot that off.
You need to tone that down.
Totally.
I love it. But here's a toned down version, and you can always amp it up by adding layers, which is what we're gonna do next. So now I'm going back to, hopefully you guys watched the last segment on highlighting and contouring, because I used the Guy Bourdon set of product, their blush set, and now I'm actually going to use it to layer my blush. So
I wish I had this palette. I do not have this palette.
Yeah.
And I think I really like messed up by not buying that at Sephora when it came out.
You need to get it quick though, because it is limited edition.
I know, and Sephora is all sold out. I heard that
I think your NARS
I think
Melrose.
my NARS on Melrose has a couple of them.
They did. Last time I saw when I got mine, they had at least 15 left.
Yeah,
so, but
I heard they might have some. I'll link that NARS Melrose information down below in this video too, because
and if it's linked, you might want to go out and get it now, because once it's linked on hers, you can't find it.
I know, we sold that Eda brush out
for days. So you can pick one of these colors to put over the multiple, or you can pick multiple colors to put over the multiple. I'm actually going to do a little mixture. I like a little bright and I like a little subtle, so I'm going to actually do the two here in the center, and I'm literally back and forth. That's it. And then back onto her cheek. And right in that same area that we put the multiple. So this layering is going to give dimension, but it's also going to give that bump of color that's going to last. And I'm still back with this vellum brush, so you can use it for both, or again you can use a clean brush and do it that way. And we're still staying right here on the apple. Blush for days. Now are we getting to your we're getting to your likeness of blush.
My blush standard.
Yes.
You know, it's really horrible. I see people all the time and I'm like, I just want to put a little blush on her.
Yeah, or sometimes I want to blend out the blush.
A lot of times I want to blend out their makeup from their neck to their jawline.
Yes.
I feel like I want to blend that a lot, but a lot of times I just want to, I see women and I'm like, you know, a little pop of color on your cheek would actually make you look friendly and younger.
It does too.
It makes you look happy.
If you see that we actually have nothing else on your face, and if you did a little bit of liner and a gloss even, you'd be done. Be
a complete look.
So make sure people, if you want to do that where you're like, I don't have, 20 minutes to spend getting ready in the morning, pop on a blush, pop on like a little lip and an eyeliner, and it looks like you did a lot. So
yeah, it looks like you tried.
It looks like you tried. And thank you for trying.
Okay, so you can see this is the finished layered blush look. It looks really beautiful, still looks natural, definitely has like a very fresh, like I look awake, I look like friendly. I think, listen, that's my thing. I think blush makes you look friendly. So if you have a like...
So if you're gonna be a wretched person, put blush on and it saves you.
But it even, you know what I've noticed too is I've done makeup before on people that have the really deep like frown lines right here. A little bit of blush and it sort of diminishes the depth of those lines.
And also to let you know too, if you actually when you're placing your blush here, it actually distracts from having dark circles.
Right.
So that's another little trick too. If you have really bad dark circles, put your blush a little bit higher up to distract. And
I also think too that having blush, it like it makes your nose, it draws a focus away from your nose.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of a obviously wider nose, and I feel like blush.
Well, not now, we contoured it.
I know, we did contour my nose. But blush actually kind of expands my cheekbones and expands my face out, and so I feel like it just makes my nose look a little bit thinner. Yeah, it does give it a symmetrical like look to your face. So anyway, everybody, thank you so much to Nicole.
Thank you for having me.
I know, it's so fun. Don't forget that I've linked all of Nicole's social media links and everything down below for you to follow her to get more pro tips and see what she's up to. You can follow her while she's at Paris Couture Fashion Week, which is really cool. And you guys keep watching for more pro tips with Nicole Wittman.
See you guys later. Bye.